Can't get this camera mount. There we go. Sorry for the dirty windshield. Only the right side works. As far as the water spitting up. Just me and Scrap Pup in the scrap truck, hanging out at the scrap farm. Yeah, 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 yeah. Right? Just me and you hanging out? Yep. It's a beautiful Saturday, soon to be evening. There's the moon. Can I zoom in on it? Did I over zoom on it? There's the moon. There's the moon right there. I sent a bunch of messages out. We'll see if anybody shows up. I know Scrap It All, he's busy. That's all good. I know River Sticks is down in Florida helping out with recovery. That's freaking awesome right there. Perfect excuse to have right there. Thank you very much, Tommy. We appreciate that. We'll see who else shows up. I know it's a little too late for the UK people, but that's all right. Still got the rest of the world. That's a beautiful tree that's going to be disappearing soon for the future pipeline. So y'all can have some more natural gas. Funny, I buy lunch an hour ago and they're like, oh, we're hungry. We're going to have dinner. You got to go. I'm like, all right. Oh, you ain't got to go, but we're just saying, I just bought you lunch. How can you get hungry? And I bought refreshments. Whatever. That's the typicalness. Come in, leave me a comment. I don't care. You can be a troll, you can be a bot. It don't bother me. I'm a grown man with thick skin. There ain't nothing you can say to me that's going to offend me or bother me. But you can try. Hit the thumbs up. There's one thumbs up. Hey, British P, what's going on? How you doing tonight? Is that Joe or Yo? Hello, hello. Gonna sub. You sub to me if you want. I appreciate it. What's cracking? Just hanging out at the old farm, enjoying the weather. So nice and lovely. I appreciate anybody that does sub to me. I do a lot of recycling and I show off the beauty of the old Mother Earth. It's a beautiful place. It's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful time in the crazy world we live in. Hey, what's going on, YD? Just come to enjoy the sunset. We got lovely fall-like weather here. It is beautiful. It's very beautiful. It's nice and quiet. No road noise, no EMS, no noise. It's just quiet. When you get older, you enjoy peace and quiet. When you're young and you're all about that, this, that, whatever, you like chaos. I don't like chaos. Thanks for the thumbs up, peoples. I appreciate it. Yeah. I'm down here in Southern Virginia. East Coast time in the States. Maybe a deer will pop out. It's probably a little too early for that, but another hour, deers will be popping out. Oh yeah, it's my paradise right here. I come out here and just chill out, reflect, do a couple live streams. What you doing, pup? What you doing, old lady? I got Scrap Pup with me. Oh, my old girl. She'll be 15 this year. Yeah, she loves it up here. She loves it up here. That's right. We had 10 people watching. Now we're down to 5, but that's all right. They'll come back. Thank you, Sarah. How you doing tonight, Sarah? Or today, or could be morning time. I don't know where you're at, so it's evening time here. Scuba Steve Spakes, what's happening, buddy? How you doing? That's good, Sarah. Yeah. Old Scrap Pup, hanging out. My buddy. She'll be 15 this Halloween. 15 years old. I've had her since she was 6 weeks old. She loves it up here. So nice and peaceful and quiet. I'm good, Steve. I'm good. Got this beautiful early fall weather. Life is good. Gets a little boring at times, but that's all right. I do like me some me time. People love it. People love it when I come up here and just show off the beautifulness of God's country or Mother Earth. Whatever you choose. I seen you this morning, Steve. That's right. What up, cool fan? We're just doing a little stream from the farm. Enjoying the sunset. I could, but I really can't get over to that direction where the sun is setting. But you know, it's good enough right here. You can see the nice golden sun rays on the trees and everything else. Hey, Knights Armor, how you doing, brother? I'm gonna fix that right now. I know you. Well, let's get this phone to work. There's a mod. There you go. I'm glad to see you're high and dry. You should be high and dry now. Hey, Scrap It All, what's good, my friend? I know you was you told me you was busy. No worries. I appreciate you stopping in though. Just popped. Yeah, I know. You're off the farm, so you got to take care of what you want to take care of, and that's what I'm gonna say. You're off the farm. That's right. That's right. Look at that. This view is just spectacular. Now I could get these views back in old Florida, but the problem is you'd have so much noise in the background. Oh my God. Mm-hmm. What's good, Knight? Anything good going on? Is I guess you're all high and dry family now. The Tide family seceded. That was crazy, man. My father lucked out. He got no flooding this time around. But then I have a bunch of friends that live down by the Skyway Bridge, and they weren't not so lucky. Yeah, especially where you live, Steve. Man, I have a little bit of PTS syndromes when I watch your videos on your streams. I wish I had a bit of, well, you know what? Let me tell you something there, Knights. Land is very cheap up here. Whatever they say on the news about the kids can't afford to buy land, well, you can buy land up here. Now, the only problem is there might not be no businesses to, if you can do some online work, you're good. What's this? This is farmland, man. This is what it looks like before subdivisions, traffic, crime, everything shows up. This is called God's country. Yeah, you got that right, Scuba. Oh my goodness, man. It was about 2 or 3 weeks before I left. I started messing with Scorpion. I'm like, I really hope you're coming because, man, I slowed down and started paying attention, and I'm like, oh my God. Now, granted, the hospital was like 2 miles away. Oh. An old Scorpion, he came down and picked me up, and he's like, man, the fire trucks. I'm like, right? There's not even nothing going on. It's not even a weekend. You can hear a little bit of road noise from way over that way, but other than that, it's good. Went out and cleaned up the front from the flooding, high tides. Oh yeah. Well, what up here tonight? I'm sure there's actually, way back in there's a creek, but it never affects nobody up here because as long as you're on the high side of the ground, you're good. But if you're on the low side, now don't get me wrong. Where I'm at, if you went about 20 minutes, maybe less than 20 minutes to the east, that's where they had problems. They had all kinds of problems. They had a tornado touchdown about 6 miles southwest of here. Our refinery guy got hit. I guess he didn't get hit that bad, but he got hit. Oh, there's no light pollution up here. That's what I love. I'll come out here in the nighttime and just see the stars. I mean, it's not quite like. Actually, it's pretty good right here at the farm, but at the back of the house I live in, there's a lot of trees in the way. But it's not like how it was when I was up in Bradford, Pennsylvania. You had to wait till 11 o'clock to be able to see what was going on. Couldn't see nothing. Thanks a lot, Scrap It All. I appreciate it, brother. You're awesome, man. You're a rock star. Those of you that are into hobby scrappers or just scrappers, check out Scrap It All. Awesome guy. Awesome, awesome guy. By far the second best YouTuber I've ever met. I got to give Scorpion love because, if not, I wouldn't be here. That opportunity probably never would have came. But yeah, Scrap It All is an awesome guy. Humble, respectful, you know. Oh, yeah. When I lived down in Florida, I had to go about, a couple miles offshore to get away from light pollution. At my regular job, railroad, apartment built down south. Ah, the tornado. I'm sure. Yeah. Well, Siesta Key took the direct hit, and I have a couple YouTubers that are over there and on the East Coast. Oh, let me think. I can't remember. Stewart, Florida, somewhere between Stewart, Florida, and a little bit north. They had some nasty. Of course, they had nasty tornadoes, and they had nasty tornadoes spin off in Siesta Key and north. But yeah. It's funny. I back in Florida, I cleaned out this foreclosure house, and I went in the garage, and there was 2 5-gallon buckets slammed full of railroad spikes. And I didn't know at the time. I kind of figured I wasn't 100% sure, so I brought them to scrapyard. Like, we can't take those. I'm like, all right, no problem. So I brought them back to my house, and I'm like, I'll figure out something to do with these. Oh, Vero. I love Vero. I used to go there a lot. So I sat on these 2 buckets of spikes for like years. I'm like, I can't get rid of them. What am I gonna do? And then right before I left, not knowing that at the time I didn't know Scorpion did melting, I gave them all away to some guy that I finally found this guy. He does melting, and allegedly, if you get railroad ties off the railroad tracks, that's illegal. But if you get a paid job, and I got a paid job through the bank, it's fair game. Well, I didn't notice at the time. But yeah, I've seen so many people take ties and turn around and smelt them, heat them back down, and turn them into cool things. I'm like, oh, God almighty. Oh, well. It's all part of the learning curve of life. Mm. I used to, jeez, let me go back about 28 years ago. My girlfriend's parents had a timeshare place in Vero. We used to go there. She was, she must have, I know you do. So I started watching you and I'm like, oh my goodness. But we went to on the Atlantic and I kept telling her, it's okay. When the wave comes in, you got to jump up and hold your breath. She did it backwards. She drowned every, she didn't drown, but you know what I'm saying. She was like, all right, I'm over this stuff. I'm like, it's so easy, but whatever. Yeah, Knight, I need to hit you up on the email. I messaged you on the short, but you never got back to me. But I'll hit you up on the email. I got a couple questions for you. There's a couple loyal subscribers I have on my page. I want to. First of all, I got to see if I can afford it. But yeah, I got a few crazy ideas. And don't get me wrong, Scorpion can do it. He's busy. He's busy with this, that, and whatever. And I'm like, all right, maybe I'll just go outside and see what's up. They make terrible. Well, I don't know. It's just an iron spike. I'm like, at the time, I don't know. But the guy that I sold them to, well, or I gave them to, whatever you want to call it, gave them, sold them. I mean, they were cheap, but still. And then I found this antique place, and they were selling them for $5 a spike. And I'm like, oh my god. Oh well, knowledge is power. If you don't know, you don't know. Life is what it is. But Knight's Armor. I have some lawnmower blades. I'm trying to convert them into machetes, but I don't have the forge or I don't have the way to heat them up and redo them to make them into machetes. I tried at the shop just running it with the angle grinder, but no, I'm not 100%. I'm not no blacksmith, but I believe they need to be heated up and then re-pounded down or re-hammered down to where you can kind of get a proper edge to where you can put a blade on them. I don't know, and I'll tell you flat out, I don't know. But I just know that I want to make some machetes off of them. I had a small copper. Oh, nice. So yeah, I'll look you up on your page and get your email and email you and show you what I want, and we'll go from there. Scorpion's just too busy right now. You know, once he retires, I may have a little more of a chance, but probably not. I don't have a I don't have a copper hammer, but I have a brass. I have quite a few brass hammers. Mm. I used to have a scrapyard. He used to let me buy from, and I'd go in the brass section and look. And anytime I found a brass hammer in there without the handle, I'd buy it. Brass, bronze, whatever I could buy, I used to buy all the time. My numbers. All right, cool. I'll check it out. I'll hit you up so we can have a little 3, 2, 1 and go. Yeah, a Scorpion's got two fiber lasers. Man, I've sat there in front of the computer looking at it, and he's like, this, and I'm like, man, that's the reason why my editing skills suck on my videos. I could figure out my editing skills, I could probably figure out this fiber laser because I have all these crazy ideas. I see all this crazy stuff, and he's like, bro, you got to slow down. I don't have time for this. I don't have time. You have to learn how to use this laser. And I'm like, damn it. Yeah. I started watching your stuff, Knight's Armor, and I'm like, hey, let's get some. I'm gonna order you a Lego mat. I already have it ordered. And you can put that down, and we can use some Legos, and you start doing your fiber laser. He's like, yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm like, well, this guy's got more subs than you do, and he's using it. So then he's like, oh, he changed his tune real quick. A lot of different. Yeah, I know. I need to get with. Well, Scrap It All's been trying to help me. It's just hard when someone sits there and texts you. They can call me. It doesn't matter. It's a one-on-one thing with me. The phone calls help. The text messages help. But I'm pretty much a visual guy. You have to show me, and then probably have to show me a few times, and then I'm like, okay, I figured it out. Yep, yep. I know. I showed it to him. I didn't even know Scorpion was sub to you, or maybe he just subbed to you. I don't have a clue. But yeah, I'm like, bro, come on, man. I'm like, look at that. I brought up a 4 by 10 foot sheet of aluminum that I skinned out of. Hello, my friend from Chile. How you doing? I got an old ambulance. It was a big ambulance, so I got two sheets. They're 4 foot wide by 10 foot long aluminum. And one, my friend paid like $100 for the one sheet, and then I had the other sheet. So then I folded it in half, and I brought it here to Florida. And then Scorpion needed to make a giant stencil out of aluminum. I'm like, well, you're in luck. He's like, I know, because you have it. I'm like, that's right. But that's when if anytime you see his lasers, he had to, I guess, the frequency up too high and burned right down into the main platform. And I'm like, that's why we need to use that Lego. You burn that plastic up, we're fine. We can just replace it. It's $5. It's like $5-6 for that sheet of Lego. And I'm like, "Oh." Scorpion Metals. He's come into your channel a few times on your streams. Scrapping Scorpion, Silver Scorpion. He's got 3 channels. I ain't got time for 3 channels. I'm thinking about making another channel, but I don't know. He has a Silver Scorpion, Scorpion Metals, and Scrapping Scorpion. He started scrapping Scorpion right when we met up. That's who I live with down in the dungeon because it's too noisy upstairs. Better yet, it's too noisy downstairs. I'm used to living by myself, quiet, simple life. They got dogs that just bark at stupidness. This girl, nah, she's past that barking stage. She's like, I'm laid back and content. He was in one of your streams probably last month. A couple people said hello to him, and they weren't mods. I don't know. Just check out Scorpion Metals. That's another plug I give for him. How's that moon looking? I just learned the other day. I'm like, hey, I can zoom in. Well, I don't have one of them older Samsungs where you get a fake moon or a fake sunset. Yeah. When Scorpion hit me up, that trailer was right there, and there was another trailer sitting right over here, and then I had this beautiful view. I'm like, bro, I'm coming up. He's like, all right. I said, I want that trailer. He's like, well, that trailer's my father's. I'm like, I'll take the old one. Look at that beautiful view. Well, his dad's proud, crazy proud. I'm like, well, I guess I'll stay in the basement. Oh, channel, I know. I know. very much. He's got 3 channels. I just cleaned out the one side of the basement so he could start making scrap videos because he hasn't scrapped in like 3 months. I just refer to him as Scorpion. A lot of other people will type in his name, and I try to be respectful. And every now and then I'll slip to say his first name, but whatever. This is his father's farm. Well, not all of it, but a good chunk. A good chunk. If anybody ever checks out my old video, my old channel, it was Gulf Coast Recycling or GCR. I don't know. I used to come down in the mornings and sit in front of the Gulf of Mexico and sip my coffee and make videos. Well, that's my Gulf of Mexico now. You tired, pup? You tired? Yeah, I'm not very I know how to tear computers apart, but trying to figure out what a computer does, not quite myself. Hey, Gil, what's going on? Thank you very much, Gil. I appreciate it very much. Hit the thumbs up, please. See, Gil, if you ever make it down here, this is part of the beautifulness you get to see, minus all the scrap. All right, thumbs up and a. Wait, probably this way. You know what I mean. Oh, the picture going. Patriotic one. What's good, man? What's good? The good word is Mother Nature or Mother Earth or fall's coming. Mm. Do you get any? What's that word? Do you get any? I don't know. Generally, once it gets dark, I don't come outside at night because there's too many creatures, weird noises. Oh, the aurora lights. Probably. I seen your video. I saw your picture, and I saw bro, and I'm like, oh, I should probably go outside. Supposedly, um, I don't know whose podcast I was listening to last night. It's supposed to happen for another 2 more weeks. You know, that's just the sun doing that stuff. Yeah, I probably do because a while back, the last time they got him real bad, real good. Hold on, I gotta get out. Oh my goodness. The last time they got him real good, they made it all the way down to Florida. Ugh. But I wasn't paying attention. There's an old barn from God knows how long. Yeah, the sun's spitting off some more hydrogen. I think that's what it is. I don't know. Scrap farm. Don't mind the truck. Oh, man. That person right there is going to run it off for me. But whatever. I'm not getting into no family disputes. Oh, let me get back in the truck. I'm kind of on an angle, but it's beneficial. Put this right here. Don't mind the mouse traps, aka field traps. Field mice. Oh, bad angle. Let's get back to Mother Nature. Yep. I think it was like one or two, last month or the month before when it happened. The internet was all crazy and wonky, and we just assumed it was a crappy internet service that we have. But it turned out it was the solar flares that were messing everything all up. See, that's part of White Oak Mountain. It stretches all the way across, aka Foothill Mountains. But still, you have to find the tallest tree, like way up there, and put a satellite dish in there and shoot it way out there. Part of my mirrors, my window's dirty, and there's a tower. And every time it rains, the trees like to do this, and then that's in your internet. But supposedly, Wi-Fi, after 15 months of waiting, it's coming. Yeah, so is Christmas. Still looks pretty good. Yeah, you have to look. Oops, did I over? Oh, man, I messed up. Come on now, zoom back. Well, out there, the trees are turning. Over here, it's all pine. That's a pine, but that oak's not ready. But yeah, it'll get there. It's only been like in the mid 40s in the mornings the last 7 days. Yeah. I think we have a 39 coming up, which I will not go out early that morning. At least not in shorts and a t-shirt. Still looks pretty great out there. Yeah. Let's see. Well, October. Yeah, probably sometime in the end of December. It'll be a whole different ball game. You'll be able to see the house that's over there, but it's over there like 4 miles away. That's kind of cool. Yeah, my legs don't get cold. It's just from my waist up gets cold. Pretty much my center chest line. The one spot I have no fat, no meat, no nothing, aka rib cage. Yeah, that's right. Maybe not in Florida, but yeah. Actually, where you're at, Scuba, you actually have a fall compared to where I lived at, Tampa Bay area. The only leaves you would see dropping there was like the maples that didn't belong there, and maples, pretty much. If you driving down the highway and you see a bunch of red leaves, you're like, oh, those are maples. They're not native to. They're like the oak trees. I ordered a bunch of more winter clothes, so I'll be good. Yeah. Oh, they've been dropping acorns like crazy, man. Big acorn, big ones, little ones. It's funny. I saw this video. They said acorns the tree will release acorns when there's a worm or something that gets in the acorn. Well, every one that I picked up, there's no holes in it. There's no nothing in it. I'm like, well, I don't know about this story. All I know is it's not freaking 90 degrees out. Humidity's not through the roof. It's beautiful. There's the moon. If I zoom in, it'll probably mess up. There's an acorn dropping on the trailer. Oh man. Gil, last year in the shop, all block, no insulation, no heat. Me and Scorpion left at like 4 o'clock in the morning. It was 35 degrees in the shop and 34 degrees outside. But in the office, oh, it was a nice piping ripe 60. I'm like, well, this is BS. I need to move my scrap in the office. Yeah. Chris, aka Vet Tech, was talking about how the oak trees don't have no acorns on them, how they normally have. I'm like, well, that's a sure sign that we're gonna have a mild winter. I said, what are you complaining about? Yeah, 58. It's been in the mid 40s all week. And then in mid 50s in the evenings. Yeah, but 58 for you translate to 67 down in the Tampa Bay area where my friends and family are. Oh, oh. Somebody don't mess with me. Scrap it all. Well, I didn't talk to him, so no worries. I'll talk to him later. Yeah, the coldest weather I ever experienced in Florida. Put the phone on the charger. Was when I was in Pensacola in January, I believe. We left out of Tampa in the truck. We drove all the way up to Chiefland. We jumped out. We ate at the Huddle House. It might have been a little chilly, but not bad. Then we drove all the way to Pensacola, and it was cold. And then we stayed at a hotel, and the next morning it was 26 degrees. And I'm in shorts with the light jacket on, doing pest control. I walked so fast around that shopping plaza. I done beat the boss, man. All right, Gil, thank you very much. Take care. 26 degrees. Like, it don't get this cold. Oh, I take that back. 1991. And then 77 when it snowed. Yeah. 77 was no big deal as a kid. I thought it was awesome. Oh, was that in Ohio or was that in Florida? 13 in Florida. Wow. That's what always cracks me up about people like, oh, the deer in Florida, they're so small. I'm like, it doesn't snow. What do you expect? Oh, 13. Was that back in 1990 or 1977? That 77 blizzard, we was down in Sarasota and we had frozen water and it was crazy. The iguanas were definitely falling out in South Florida by the thousands. Yeah, 90s, that's right. I think it was either 90 or 91. My parents had a house on the water. It was low tide, and the top layer of the salt waters where the fresh water is was frozen. I'm like, damn. And then, yeah, there was another time in somewhere after 2006. He got stupid cold, and the girlfriend at the time wanted to see snow. And we drove 35 miles north. We never saw snow, but my windshield's iced up. And this dumb cracker, Florida boy, sprayed water on there thinking it would knock it off. Nope, just made it worse. I had to pull in the gas station and pull out my driver's license to clean my windshield. Wow. Yeah, we had 2 flurries last year. One was at the shop. I wasn't driving for it, but someone else was. They sent me a video, and I'm like, oh, I couldn't drive in that kind of weather. And then, like 2 weeks later, I came outside, and there was a very light dusting on the ground. Still have my shorts on, but I had 2 sweatshirts and a jacket on. It's funny how the trolls all show up in the beginning and then they disappear. It's like, come back, trolls, come back. Yeah. Well, back in '77, where we lived, we didn't see no snow, but where we used to live down in southern St. Pete, it did snow. And then I might have seen flurries a couple times, but we had to leave. We had to drive about 35 miles north. And then last winter, I seen flurries at the grocery store. I'm like, oh, this is what it looks like. Chris is like, oh, this ain't nothing. I'm like, it's first for me. But if I would have moved about 25 miles, probably 15 to 25 miles west, that'd be a whole different ball game. Get closer to the mountains, the real mountains, like where Asheville got hammered. Yeah, it's those over there. That's right. I don't want to see that kind of snow. I don't want to see frozen roads. No. That's fine with me. I was driving down the road and I messaged Scorpion. I'm like, what's this liquid on the roads? It was like these lines. He's like, oh, that's for de-icing. I'm like, what's that? And he started laughing and he's like, all right, Florida boy, let me explain something to you. And I'm like, all right, tell me. No, I didn't know. And then my buddy Chris is like, oh, when it snows, I'm like, I won't be driving. I can guarantee you that. I've never driven in snow. I'm not going to. Yeah, Georgia. Was that middle Georgia, northern Georgia? Oh. Gotta make sure I don't kill the battery in my truck. I got a little electrical issue I have to figure out. But I know a mechanic over in Scotland. He'll help me. A great YouTuber, Ali Mac Mechanical. And actually, what's this? 25%. Yeah. I'm going to wrap this up shortly. It's not fun taking a walker with the dog, and I have 2 bags of groceries, and I have to walk around the back of the house. Not fun to do. So, thank you, everybody, for showing up. God bless. Take care. And we'll see you again soon. Bye.